don't know your name, how big you are or where you sleep, but I love you just the same. Father's grown you in our hearts, though in another's care. I pray that you are safe and warm, and know we'll soon be there when you come
home. When that glorious, magical day arrives that a child, your child, is placed in your arms, and you are forever hers, and she is forever yours. This is what every adoptive parent longs for. And this is what Dillon International longs for. That every lonely, homeless child in this world would have a family who opens wide their arms and their hearts to welcome them home. Dillon International began as a dream, a longing to help Korean orphans to have a better life through families who could give them a lifetime of love and care. For Jerry and Denise Dillon, the task seemed daunting. The mounds of paperwork and government red tape seemed overwhelming, but their hearts were big and God's calling strong on their lives to help these children. Their goal was to find families for 100 homeless Korean children. That was 1972. Today, over 5,500 children have been united with loving, adoptive parents just like you through Dillon International's tireless efforts to make a better life for these most vulnerable of children. Many of the staff with Dillon International have had personal experience with adoption and understand the questions and feelings you as a prospective parent may be facing. You may be thinking, can I love a child who doesn't look like me? Will my family accept my decision to adopt a child of another race? Will I be able to bond with this child? Can I afford to adopt internationally? When you choose to work with Dillon International, you will be working with an experienced professional staff who have not only walked in your shoes, but can also guide you compassionately through this journey with its joys and challenges. You will be choosing an agency with a proven track record of stability and success in the international adoption field. As one of the oldest international adoption agencies in the United States, you will be working with an agency that has a long history of national and international recognition and respect from both U.S. and foreign governments. And because of our specialty in the field of international adoption, you can also be confident that you are working with an agency which understands the system inside and out.
I think a lot of families have concerns about bonding with children, especially children that are born of a different race and a different culture. I think that Dillon International again did a great job of preparing us through the workshop, through books that they suggested that we read. So we felt fully prepared to address those fears that we may have had. So by the time that our children were ready to be placed with us, we felt completely comfortable with having children from another race and another culture.
Dillon's staff will personally guide you through each step of the adoption process while working to bring your family together as quickly as possible. No question or concern is too big or too small for you to ask. We thrive on honest, open communication with our families.
Dillon International prides themselves, I think, in having a real live person answer the phone. And when you're adopting, that's one of the primary, I think, objectives for most families is to know that there's a real person on the other line.
Pretty much any time, I think, during the adoption process, it's hard enough just waiting and you wanting to know what's going on. So always knowing that I could literally call and get a phone call that same day.
From our pre-adoption workshops to parent training classes, we are not only committed to making sure that your adoption experience goes as smoothly as possible, but also that your family is well prepared on what to expect after your child arrives home. Our home study providers are experienced adoption professionals who will help you work through issues of child care, initial adjustments, and family communication. Dillon offers several choices of countries from which to adopt. The staff for each country program are experts on the adoption process for that country. They have daily contact with our sister agencies overseas via email, fax, and telephone, and also work closely with both U.S. and foreign government agencies during each phase of your adoption process.
I was a little concerned about traveling in a land that I didn't know, but I also knew that I was going to have people with me that were professionals and that knew the ropes, so to speak, as we went.
Many of the children that Dillon International places come from foster care settings where they have been nurtured in a family-like environment, which makes the bonding process easier for the child and the adoptive parents. In settings where this isn't possible, Dillon International encourages the use of small group homes or a higher ratio of child care workers to children in an orphanage setting. This ensures that the children receive the nurturing important for bonding and future development within the adoptive family.
Traveling to receive your children is probably one of the greatest opportunities to just initiate the bonding process.
We consider each child's situation individually to find the best long-term solution for that child. Because we also advocate for birth family reintegration or domestic adoption, you can be assured that international adoption was the best solution for your child.
Dillon has a wonderful post-adoption service. They pass just the post-adoption interviews that you have. They provide a lot of education. I think probably some of the best education in the adoption field. You have the opportunities to go to culture camps. You have the opportunities to go to seminars, and they also occasionally will arrange meetings with other families and have get-togethers with other adoptive families within the area. So Dillon doesn't stop at the actual adoption. They really go way beyond and continue for many, many years.
Dillon International offers an array of post-adoption services, including heritage camps for children, teen and young adult retreats, parenting workshops, birth country tours, and birth searches. Our experience with adoptive families over many years has demonstrated the immeasurable benefits of providing opportunities for adoptees to learn and experience their birth heritage. Adoptees who have been immersed in both their birth and American cultures have greater self-esteem and self-confidence about their identity. Dillon International has an ongoing commitment to the children who may never come home to loving parents. Through our humanitarian aid program, Orphan Care International, we support children needing life-saving surgeries, provide staff and supplies for education training, and work to improve the daily living conditions of children. Dillon International understands that no matter what circumstances lead you to your decision to adopt, you have an abundance of love to give a child.
We recognize that you have many choices as you build your family through adoption. Finding an agency that will meet your emotional and personal needs is an important first step. The dedicated staff at Dillon International is prepared to help you meet the challenges that come throughout the adoption process. Our hope is that we gain your trust and form a lasting relationship with your family that continues long after your child comes home.
To begin the process for your child to come home, fill out the enclosed adoption application. For more information, visit Dillon International's website or contact one of the following office locations.
Some say you are a chosen child. I don't know if that's true. Maybe it's more likely that God's chosen us